Hello and welcome back, our beloved listeners, to the Master English Hub podcast. We're thrilled to have you with us today. Let's kick things off with a wild fact. Over 70% of language learners can read and write, but still can't manage a simple conversation. That blows my mind every time I hear it.
The crazy part is, I've met so many learners who ace their grammar quizzes but totally freeze up when someone just says, "Hey, how's it going?" It's like all their knowledge vanishes in that moment.
You know, I've actually seen students who could write beautiful essays, yet found themselves tongue-tied when it came to saying even a quick hello. It's such a common struggle.
That makes me think most people don't realize how different speaking is from reading or writing. It's faster, more unpredictable, and honestly, just a little scarier at first.
So, here's something that surprises a lot of learners. Studying too much can actually slow you down when it comes to speaking fluently.
I get what you mean. People tend to fall into a loop of drills and vocab lists, thinking that's the ticket to fluency. But when it's time to actually talk, they realize it doesn't transfer automatically.
Exactly. It's like running on a treadmill, lots of effort, but you're not really going anywhere. You spend hours with textbooks, but conversations still feel intimidating.
And that intimidation keeps people stuck in study mode because speaking feels so much messier. But the mess is where real progress happens.
You know, those old school methods, memorizing verbs, endless worksheets, they really don't prepare you for a real chat. It's like reading about swimming but never touching the water.
I love that analogy. I remember trying to cram vocabulary, but the first time someone spoke to me, it felt like my mind just hit a wall. No amount of flashcards helped in that moment.
And that's the kicker. Studying gives you a false sense of progress. You feel productive, but then the pressure hits, and you can't use the words naturally.
It's honestly such a letdown. So many learners get frustrated and think they're just bad at languages, when really they just need more speaking practice.
What really makes a difference is practicing real conversations. Whether it's a chat with a friend, a language exchange, or just talking to yourself in the mirror, it all counts.
Honestly, I've had entire conversations with myself while doing the dishes. It sounds silly, but it helps so much. And when you throw yourself into real situations, even just listening to podcasts or binging shows, you start to pick up natural expressions.
Totally. Immersion doesn't have to mean moving abroad. If you make mistakes, that's actually a good sign. You're pushing your limits and learning faster.
I've noticed my confidence grows every time I mess up and realize the world doesn't end. That relief lets you take more risks next time, and suddenly, speaking feels less intimidating. You know, I still remember when I traveled alone to a country where I barely spoke the language. At first, ordering food was nerve-wracking, but by talking to locals every day, even messing up, I ended up making real friends and having full conversations by the end of 2 weeks.
That's seriously inspiring. I had a similar journey myself, spent months memorizing grammar, but it was only after I joined weekly language exchanges and stumbled through my first conversations that things started to click.
It's wild how quickly you can improve when you put speaking first, even if you're nervous. The transformation is worth every awkward moment.
Yeah, those moments stick with you way longer than any vocab list ever could. Which brings me to a practical point we should share next. Let's break down some tips for our listeners. First, make a goal to have at least one real conversation a day. Even 5 minutes helps keep your skills fresh.
Also, don't be afraid of mistakes. I actually recommend recording yourself speaking, then listening back. You'll hear patterns and catch things you can improve on next time.
And try to use real-life scenarios. Order pretend coffee, ask for directions, explain your favorite hobby. The more you make it like real life, the more natural it feels.
Surrounding yourself with the language makes a huge difference too. Even just having songs or podcasts playing in the background gets your brain used to thinking in English.
So to bring it all together, if fluency is your goal, prioritize actually speaking. Grammar and vocab are tools, but using them in conversation is where real learning happens.
That's where the magic is. Turning knowledge into real-world connection is what makes a language come alive. Don't let fear stop you, just jump in and talk as much as possible.
And every mistake? Think of it as a step toward sounding more natural. Keep practicing, keep stumbling, and you'll see progress faster than you expect.
Now it's your turn. We'd love to hear about your speaking experiences, what's worked, what flopped, and any hilarious stories you've collected along the way.
And if you've got a burning question or a topic you want us to tackle next, drop it in the comments. We're always listening.
Don't miss our upcoming episode. It's packed with fresh ideas to supercharge your speaking skills even more.
Thanks for joining us today. Until next time, keep talking, keep learning, and most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes.